Okay, guess we're going to start this, everybody. I'll turn the TV off. And I do believe we've got the camera adjusted right this time. I don't know. I might be getting upgrading a little bit. Thanks to my brother, said he's going to help me out a little bit on some stuff. He's real web oriented and stuff like that. But sent me a site today on some cameras. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm really winging it. I'm kind of don't even know what I'm going to do, and you realize that I have not got all of the things I need. I mean, these aren't the normal pans I was cooked with. I'm staying in a garage apartment that's not stocked. I mean, there's some nice pans and things in here. But anyway, I'm heating the heat up. I've got a little olive oil in here. We're going to do some pork, and you're going to know what it is as we go along. Okay, so I'm heating the olive oil up here. I'm going to heat just a little bit of olive oil on the back pan for the tilapia, which was going to be salmon, but I thought I had salmon, but I had tilapia. So we're going to heat that up. And yes, I'm not cooking with gas. I would much rather have gas, but hey, I'm going to make do with what I've got. You know, it's called improvising. I'm cutting the steam pot on. I've got a little, known as a California blend of veggies, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower. I'm just going to have that as a little accompaniment with the dish. And sorry, I'm not looking at every one. I've got to look this way and look that way. I can put the camera there, but if you get a shot, everything will be all jumbled up. Okay. Here we go. Alright, this is pork. I just slightly pounded it out. It was about that big. You don't have to pound it out, but it makes it a little more tender, makes it quicker to cook. I'm going to put it in the flour just a little bit. I salted and peppered it. It's center cut pork loin. Fillet, of course, fillet, no bone in it. I've got the oil to a good moderate high heat. I'm going to brown this off. And in the meantime, I've got the pan back here with just a little bit of olive oil, just enough to not have the fish stick. This fish is going to, fish sticks, we're not having fish sticks. I didn't know fish had sticks. Okay, so we've got this going. I'm going to brown it off. Now I've got some onions that I'd already have translucent, which you can throw in the pan if you like with this dish. If you wanted them to cook, you just brown them off a little bit in this pan. Okay, the pork loin is browning up nicely, as you can tell. Okay, I'm going to take these onions that I've already sauteed to translucent, but you don't have to do that. I'm just doing that because I'm doing a really quick cook here. I wanted to make time consuming. All right, so set that aside. The onions are done. I'm going to put a little pinch of flour in there just to make a little paste, which you should be able to see here. That's going to help the sauce out. Now you can throw your mushrooms in if you want to brown your mushrooms. It depends on the texture you like. I have about a cup of mushrooms right there, but I like to have my mushrooms. That's the thing about textures. My first cookbook is going to be telling about my experience with textures and why I didn't like mushrooms. I love the flavor of mushrooms, but I couldn't figure out why. You know, I didn't like them, and it was the texture. And people would cook them to death, and they'd be rubbery little boogers. And man, I just that was a little bit of onions I had left over there. I just couldn't deal with it. But when I started cooking mushrooms perfectly, where they just like basically melt in your mouth, oh man, I love them now. I don't like the little rubbery, squeaky, you know, that thing. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and throw the steamy vegetables in there. I've got some bread, slightly buttered bread in the oven. Got another pan of flour right here. I'm going to dust this tilapia with a little bit of flour. Just lightly dust, patch your flour off. Put it right in the pan there, a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to tell you a couple of hints. Alright, we're ready to hear. I've got some beef broth that I made, a cup. And pour it right in there. Now also, what I could have done is, this is similar to a quick restaurant myself. Could have gone ahead and, alright, got a little stuff going on right here. I'm going to pull that off. I don't want that tilapia to cook too quick. Alright, I'm going to throw a pan